Didn't see you there. Today we will be discussing the connections between math and music. My name is Brendan, and I am joined by my colleagues Grant and Aiden. Now please, sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the presentation.
Hey there, as previously stated by my colleague, I'm Grant, and let's get into the topic of royalties. So, musicians today make money in many different ways, but one way that has seen a lot of growth lately is streaming. Every time you open Spotify and play a song, the artists and the songwriters get a very small amount of money. The amount changes ever so often, but it's basically a fraction of a cent. Currently, it is 0.0033 cents per stream, which means that for an artist to make $1, it takes 250 streams. Back in 2015, artists actually made more per stream, making 0.00521 cents per stream, which is a little unfair for artists. So royalties are distributed through percentages, just like we learned in math class. It was a big topic in class, and it's also a huge part in the music industry and the way that everybody makes money. For example, if a song is written by just one songwriter, the songwriting royalties are split 50-50 between the writer and his or her publisher. However, if there are two songwriters on one song, it then splits it 25% for each writers and the publishers. Every time another writer gets involved, it makes the percentage that each person gets smaller and smaller. A major artist themselves will usually not get a cut of the money due to the contracts, so the label collects their portion and pays them through in advance, usually prior to contract signing.
Hey again, it's Aiden, as my colleagues previously stated. Today we're going to be talking about similarities between math and music. Patterns are a huge part of math. For example, 3, 6, 9, 12 are all patterns of numbers increasing by 3. In music, there are patterns everywhere. Songs with repeating verses and choruses, and in measures on sheet music. Numbers play a large role in music with different time signatures that give songs their rhythm. For example, a few of them are 4/4, 6/8, and 11/8. The piece you're currently looking at is a 2/4 piece with only 4 measures, and the smooth jazz in the background is in 4/4. Hey again, it's Aiden, as previously stated by me. Now I'm going to be talking about the cost of touring. According to the Royalty Exchange website, generally every night of touring would cost around $100, meaning that on average, a month of touring would cost approximately $3,100. But that is the best case scenario. Creating a tour budget can help your time on the road be successful, but it's far from a guarantee that you'll end up turning a profit. Not to mention having to pay other members of the band, your label, and so many more factors. If more musicians would take Brad Schlevin's quantitative lit course at Belmont University, more musicians would make more money. That's good math.
Hey, Brendan again. Let's talk about math and music, literally. Every instrument vibrates in a unique manner, producing a wide range of frequencies which comes from the instrument's shape and its material. When we put these sounds and vibrations together, we get harmonies, chords, and melodies, which is essentially math. In ancient Greece, music was created using arithmetic, geometry, and even astronomy. In the liberal arts, this would later be dubbed as the quadrivium, which is literally a mathematical arts degree. Plato believed that these 4 disciplines allowed us to study numbers and patterns in different ways. Esteemed mathematician and computer scientist Chris Moore puts it perfectly. Just as geometry lets us see patterns in space, music lets us hear patterns in time. The most basic connection between math and music is rhythm.
So now we're going to be talking about artist contracts in math. So first, a personal manager, which is a manager that typically deals with all of the creative side and somewhat business side of an artist's day-to-day life, somewhat like a babysitter for an artist. They typically commission their artists 15 to 20%, the average manager taking 15%. Managers get their money from an artist's gross income, not net income. So let's say, for an example, Shawn Mendes writes a great song, and it makes about $1 million. His manager would make 15 to 20% of that, taking about $150 to $200K. Next is a booking agent, typically not contract-based, but they commission the artists at around 10 to 15% of gross income from a show that they booked. So, for example, if a booking agent books a show at Madison Square Garden for Coldplay, however much that show makes, which is typically millions of dollars at Madison Square Garden, that booking agent would make 15 to 20% of that big pile of money that got made from that show.
Next up is the cost of musical equipment. Let's say you're a drummer and you're looking to get some gigs. Great work on all the practice, but if you want to make it big, you've got to get some real equipment. The average cost for a professional level drum kit is between $3 to $10 grand, not to mention recording equipment, which can cost you from around $300 to $1,000. Another example is the cost of professional bass and guitars. This one's for my string enthusiast out there. The average cost of these instruments can be anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000. As you can tell, there's a lot of math to be done if you really want to take music seriously. Good luck out there.
Alright, now let's talk about music theory and math. Music theory, first of all, is how people understand music, and the correlation between mathematics and music theory is how people use mathematical concepts to understand the music itself. Musical elements like pitch, chord progression, tempo, etc. all correlate to math. As stated by Eugenia Chang, music can be regarded as a function of time, and we can express transformations of music as related functions. She demonstrates how she used transformations to create her own musical machine, which is represented in the picture on screen.
And this is our Works Cited page. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you have learned something interesting. Best of luck on all of your future math endeavors. We hope that you have had a great semester, and we also wish you the best of luck on all of your finals. Have a great day, night, or rest of your period of time before